You want to become a book girly or book guy, book pal, everyone is welcome, but you're not quite sure how to do it. You can't seem to find the time to get an exercise in or to plan your meals ahead, so how the heck are you going to find the time to read books? I'm here to tell you that it is indeed possible, and as a very busy university student who reads over 50 books a year, not counting the ones that I need to read for school, I think I kind of perfected my little recipe to read as much as I can. Let's start off with the biggest game changer for me, e-readers. Whether it's an actual e-reader device like a Kobo or a Kindle, or you're just using your phone, tablet, laptop to read stuff off, reading digitally made all the difference for me. You're more likely than not carrying your phone around or having room in your bag for a small extra device. I know it's so fun to read physical books. I do too still like to collect and read physical books, but I just don't have the space in my room for a bookshelf. This is all I have. The rest is like tucked behind here. Nor do I want to carry a thick 700-page book in my bag. I read so much faster when I read on my e-reader, and it's so easy to just whip it out and start reading. Audiobooks are also a great way to read more. It does count as reading. I don't care what anyone says, but for me personally, I can't really concentrate and remember what the audiobook is telling me, so it's not my preferred way of reading. If you're new to reading, starting with shorter books can help you to get comfortable with making reading a habit. This is also a great tip if you're in a reading slump. Starting a daunting 500-page fantasy book, it might just put you even further in the slump. There's nothing wrong with short books or short story collections. It all counts as reading, so go easy on yourself and read whatever you want. Do not be afraid to DNF books. DNF stands for did not finish, and this was something that I struggled with myself as well. I wanted to finish all my books. I spent way too much time on this book, so now I gotta see it through. But girl, if you're not motivated to read it, you're not enjoying it, and it's only putting you in a slump, it's not worth it. Life is too short to read books you don't enjoy. You don't like it? Throw it on the DNF pile and get over it. If you find yourself mindlessly scrolling on social media and you want to read, maybe try swapping out the content you're seeing right now for book content. You're already watching my videos, so it seems like you're interested in it, right? Watching videos like reading vlogs, book hauls, reviews, anything other book content related really puts me in the mood to read. If you want someone to read with, a lot of people, including myself, put reading sprints in their vlogs so you can read with a buddy. I also have body doubling vlogs on my channel, so you can just read with me for like 30 minutes or an hour and get that book going. It can be hard to start, but setting yourself up for a relaxing setting, I have cozy jazz on and whatnot, makes it better. And while we're on the topic of phone usage, challenging yourself to swap your screen time for reading time can help to actually read more. Check what apps consume most of your time that is not productive, and try to put that time to use in a different way. If it's actually a few hours, you can utilize this by splitting it up into 2 parts, reading a certain amount of chapters or for a certain amount of time, and then spend the rest of that time doing another hobby that you just can't seem to find the time for, like working out or doing a craft or something. How we spend our days is how we spend our lives. And rather than saying, oh, I don't have time for this, it can be really useful to analyze how you actually spend your time and see what kind of changes you want to make in this. And last but not least, something that helps me to stay accountable with my reading goals is tracking my reads. This can be done in many different forms. You can use Notion, you can use Goodreads, Storygraph, Fable, or even go back old school reading journal style. Keeping track of what you read, how much you read, and what your thoughts are a great way to stay motivated throughout the year. It's also a great way to see how your reading knowledge and behavior evolves over time. Reading a book is never a waste of time, unless you absolutely hate it and you just refuse to DNF. Even then, you are feeding your brain with new words and new knowledge, so that's great. Leave a comment down below what your 2025 reading plans are. We are getting so close to the end of the year, it's honestly crazy. Thank you so much for all your support over the past year. If you'd like, feel free to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it and it would really help me out. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.